Welcome back to the Christy Crafts channel. This week we are going to do some projects with the Love Notes 6x6 designer series paper. This paper is just fabulous for making quick holiday Valentine cards. You get 8 sheets of each design. We'll go through them right quick. Get this design, this green, and this little pattern on the side. And then if you flip it over, it's got all these great pieces that you can just put together and make cards super quick. So you got that one. You've got this purple, which has on the back Valentines. Look how cute that is. That's just a pattern. And then you have this one, which has this really cute gingham frame and the sending hugs, happy heart day. And then on the back, it has this, which is perfect for a card front. You could just add a little sentiment on top, and all these little small cards cut right out and are perfect for that. And then you have 8 of these. Excuse me. Well, they're stuck together. Okay. There we go. Now, these you can cut out, make card fronts with. And then on the back, and if you'll notice, like this one, this would be mine, and then on the back has this kind of matching design, and this floral one on the front's got a sentiment. We're going to do something really cute with the cards that we make with those pieces. And then you have 8 of this one, something sweet for someone, neat. And then we just click. I love that one. And then this one, Happy Valentines. And on the back, also the patterns, the designs kind of go along with the front side. And then 8 of these. Now, let me show you a few of the cards I made using this paper. So there's this one, and as you see, there's that card front with just the love cut out. All the paper. All I did was cut it, put it together, add a little bit of embellishment. Cute. And this one has that red pattern, cut out that floral image, added a few die cut circles. That's the Spotlight on Nature dies. Added that, added a few embellishments. So cute. And this one, Happy Valentine's Day. Adding that's that part of the paper. I just cut it out with one of the Endless Love dies and added this sentiment, and then a couple of these little Love Loose Valentine assortment. They're just little pieces, and they're perfect for like a shaker card, but you can also glue them right to your card front as embellishments, and they're adorable. And then this card, there's that green paper with the pattern on the side, and just added that. And then add a little bow. Cute. And then I saw on Pinterest these cards from one of the Stampin' Up artisan designers, Berdine Weideveld, and I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I mispronounce it, but they were so pretty. I had to kind of make my own version. So this is just the floral image from the Charming Day stamp set, stamped just in black and white, and added on top of the pattern papers. That's a little bit of Flirty Flamingo cardstock back there. And then I just cut out some small florals from the Charming Day set. And this is from another die set. There's this one with the sending hugs and the hearts. And then this one with the Happy Valentine's Day. And then this one is just 3 of those pieces. That's just a little bit of the pattern paper, but then there's 2 of those pieces just attached with dimensionals to give it a little bit of depth, and there you have it. So nice. Okay, so those were my cards that I made using the Love Notes paper, and I am actually I'm offering a Valentine card class here at my home in Columbia, Tennessee, that you can register on my website, christycrafts.com. And come join us and make some cards. I'm not sure what the designs are going to be just yet, but it may include a couple of these. So check that out, christycrafts.com. It's a Valentine paper party, and come join us and have a good afternoon and make your Valentines. Don't buy those at the store. They're much more meaningful when you hand make them. All right, now let's get to our project for this week. We're going to do something really cute. I've seen this before. I've never done it myself. So we're just going to jump in and try. So I've got a couple of card bases. They're A6 card bases. They're 4.5 by 6. That's my size, you guys know. And then I've taken a piece of that patterned paper and I've trimmed it down 1/4 inch, so it is 575 by 425. I did the red stripes for that one and the blue for this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this on this side, and you see how this says we just click and it has the little camera. Well, on this side it has another little camera, so I don't normally add a lot to the inside of my cards, but I'm going to do a cute peekaboo window. So I'm going to go ahead and affix my card bases to my card fronts just with liquid glue. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the Stylish Shapes die, this square, and we're going to cut through the card front and the mat just like that. And also I've got some red squares. It's cherry cobbler cardstock, and I'm going to use my die and I'm going to cut that out and make a little frame, and we're going to add that to around we're going to mat our card front in the front here, and we're going to also do that around the front on the inside. So let me just show you. So the first thing we need to do is add our mat to our card front. Let's put a little glue here. Okay, just center that up. Okay, and then we'll do this one. Center that up on our card front as well. Okay, now we've got that, so let's come over here. I'm going to bring my machine over under the camera, and we'll have to zoom out a little so you guys can see. There we go. Now, we're going to take the largest square from the Stylish Shapes dies, and we're going to, if you guys can see, we're going to put that right over our cardboard. Kind of not, it's centered left to right, but a little higher vertically. So about right there. And I'm going to take a little piece of washi tape and tape it down. And then we're going to run that through our machine. Oh, now, when you take that out, you have a little window in your card front. Easy about taking that off. I don't want to tear it. And then look, you've got a really, that'd be nice. You could use that for something else later. Never throw away your scraps. Leave that off. So now, there's our card front. Okay, now let's do the other one. Center that left to right and a little. Now, let's run that one through. Oh. Just make sure that you unfold your card before you run it through, because if you don't, you'll have 2 peekaboo holes. 2 peekaboo windows, and you don't want that. You only want one. So now you have that. Put that aside. So now we have that. Okay, so while we have the machine over here, let's cut our rectangles. These are 3 by 3 and 325. 3.25 inches. So we'll center that up and be patient with me while I run this through 4 times. One, You have 4 nice squares left over because all we need is the frame. So there's 1. Okay. 2. All right. I'll probably speed the video up a little bit here. Okay, now we have our 4 frames. Whoop. Now, let me move this out of the way and come back down. Come back down to earth. Okay, now we've got our 4 frames, our 2 pieces of paper, and our card bases. So, let's do this one first. So, what we want on the front is we're just going to take this little piece here and just barely glue it over the hole. Okay, so you just need a little bit of glue right over the edge. Okay. Okay, now here's the tip. Let's open it. We don't want to accidentally glue our card together. So if we open it, that way if there's any little bit of glue that gets loose, it won't be on our card. We won't glue it shut. Now, okay, and then this is going to fit just over the edge there. Okay, so we just need a very thin line right around the edge. Okay. There we go. And then, look, when you open it, ta-da! But it's a little messy, so that's why we have the other frame. We're going to put that right around. Put a little bit of glue right on the edge. Well, hold on, I get it. There we go. Get that to line up right. That's a trick, isn't it? Okie dokie. So now, there's our card front. We just click, and then when you open it, there's a little camera for a little added detail. And it's ready for you to write your note in there and send on its way. So the only thing we have left on this one is we want to add a couple of little of these hearts. I'm going to put one there. And let's just do 2 on this side. There we go. So let me take my pick tool and put a little dot of glue. There we go. Now, isn't that cute? All right, now let's do this one. So, first thing we do is put a little bit of glue around our edge. All right. And then we're going to put just a little bit of glue around this edge. And just center it right over that piece. Something sweet for someone neat. All right, and then turn it over, and there's our inside, the little lollipops. Okay. Okay. And just glue that right there. And there we have it. Something sweet for someone neat, and our little lollipop peekaboo inside. Now, for this one, we're going to add the white hearts. So let's pull out a couple of white hearts. Perfect. Whoop. Okay, there we have it. There's 2 Precious Valentine cards with peekaboo windows on the inside. We just click. Aren't these adorable? There you go. And like I said, this paper has so many of those little pieces that you could just do these with. That one is adorable, and on the back it has a little heart. And then you could also, you know how the little kids make little cards for their class? These would be perfect for that. There's just so many options with this paper. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's projects. If you have, make sure and hit that subscribe and like button. And I'll be back next week with some more projects. Happy crafting!